While doing this sequence, remember to take deep breaths, don't compare yourself to others, and calm your mind for the best effects. So first we're going to be starting in this seated position. First, I begin a little warm-up with stretching my shoulders by rolling them back and then frontwards. Once you feel comfortable, we're moving into our first pose, which is eagle arms. This stretches out the shoulder blades by pushing up the arms and then pulling them back down. I did that a couple of times. Remember to guide your movements to the sound of your breath. So inhale to pull the arms up and exhale to put them back down. Now switching to the other side, I will be doing the same exact thing. Focus on the inhale and the exhale of the breath as the stomach goes out on the inhale and back in on the exhale. Next, we're slowly moving into child's pose, one of the most calming poses in yoga practice. To stretch out the shoulder and the back muscles, I'm first leaning towards the right side. Now transitioning over to the left side. Next, I'm moving onto my hands and knees and moving into supported puppy pose. Remember not to focus on how well you are doing these poses. We are all on a different path and we can all do these to the best of our abilities. Make sure it feels good in the stretches, not bad. If it starts to, then maybe take a rest. Now slowly moving into downward facing dog, stretching the back and the legs. But we're going to do an alteration, bending the knees quite a bit to form a larger stretch in the back. Or step your feet up to meet your palms. We're moving into ragdoll pose, holding onto our elbows and swaying slightly side to side. Next, we're going to move by extending our arms forward until our fingertips touch the mat. This will form a stretch in our shoulders. Move your hands to meet your feet, and we are going to form into twisted dog. The right hand goes to the left foot, twisting the upper body towards the left side as the left hand moves up to the sky. Spread the fingers like you are reaching for something. Let's slowly transition to the other side, doing exactly what was performed on the other side, but with the opposite hands. Now let's move into plank pose. Then shifting our weight downwards towards the mat and moving into Sphinx pose. Move your chest back down to the mat and we are going to move into upward facing dog. For one last back bend, we are going to move into bound locust pose by holding the hands together behind the back and pulling them backwards towards the feet. Whenever you're comfortable, we're moving into downward facing dog once more. then transitioning to lying on our backs. Next, moving into bridge pose, we're going to bend the knees and push our hips up to the sky. Feel free to clasp the hands under the hips or just reach for the feet below. After a few breaths here, we are going to slowly move into ball pose. Now, I don't know if that's the actual name of the pose, but that's what I like to call it since we're basically in the shape of a ball. Now for my favorite pose, Shavasana or corpse pose. This is just so relaxing and feel free to do a meditation in this pose. Sequence complete. Congratulations.